During the next 7 minutes, corporations will disperse over 100,000 payments, of which 56,000, over half of them, will be paper-based.
Now, if each of those corporate disbursements, those check disbursements, cost $3, and that's a really conservative estimate, that's over $1.5 billion in corporate check expenses, and that's a lot of money. So what if we could provide a solution that could significantly reduce that cost, if not eliminate it totally?
What if we could turn an expense into a revenue item? We're presenting a solution that does exactly that. Finovate is an innovative, self-service corporate disbursement platform. Finovate is not just about moving money from point A to point B, like most so-called payment solutions do. Finovate actually inserts a new type of account in between point A and point B. We call that account a payment account. The nice thing about adding a payment account is we're now able to enhance the whole process. So we can now add digital signatures for one or more signatures before funds can be released. We can add attachments such as claims advices or remittance advices or pay stubs. And we can also put date timestamps on payments so that they can be post-release or even clawed back after they expire.
As the recipient or payee of those funds, I'm comforted to know that those funds are residing in an FDIC-insured account. I have access to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My confidential bank information, my account number, my routing number, my social security number is now not going to reside on that corporate website. But most importantly, I get to choose how I want to see that disbursement occur. So if I want to have a check for those disbursements mailed to my house, I can do that. If I want to have an ACH or put those funds into my bank account, I can easily do that. Or even load those funds onto a prepaid card, a virtual card, or even a gift card. I can easily do that throughout the platform.
Because of the choices and options the payee has, as well as the controls the payer has, Finovate is a very regulatory-friendly solution. So let's take a look at Finovate. We're going to run through a scenario. I'm an insurance company paying out a claim. Ed is the policy holder. He had hail damage to his roof, so we're going to pay him $500. So we'll need to do two things. We'll need to create a payment account for Ed, and then we'll need to release funds, $500 in this case, to Ed. To create a payment account, it's a very easy process. All I need is Ed's email address and name. By adding that, I can just create a very quick process to establish a payment account. I'm also going to add a policy number. As the insurance company, that's the unique ID that I use to address Ed. By adding it here, I can now make payments in the future just using the policy number. As soon as I hit enter here, the payment account is complete and done and set up for Ed. Next, we'll go ahead and release a payment to Ed for $500. Once again, we'll use the policy number that we just established his payment account with, and then we'll go ahead and add a description and then put $500 and release $500 to Ed for payment for the claim. Now at this point, I can also add a couple other features if I wish. One, I can ask Ed to endorse receiving those funds digitally before I release the funds. I can also add an attachment. In this case, an advice or a claims advice would be great to add so Ed knows why he's getting paid the $500. And I can also add a clawback feature so that if Ed has not touched the funds in, say, 45 days, I can have those funds returned to me, the insurer, and then I can reach out to Ed separately and make sure that he gets paid.
Now, as the recipient of those funds, I can receive them in multiple ways. So first and foremost, there's two ways I can communicate with the corporation. I can either have an existing payment account or I can create a new one, as Greg had mentioned. Since for this demo, I'll already have an account, but if for some reason this was a new payment sent to me, all I have to do is the company would send me an email with an activation link on it. I simply click on that activation link. It takes me through a registration process, and I create a username and password so that I can access through my mobile device or through the website. So again, I've already got an existing username and password. I'm going to log in. The reason I'm logging in now is because I would have gotten an SMS text message that said, you've gotten $500 from the insurance company. So I come in and I'll see the notification that $500 was loaded into my account. This same message was actually on my cell phone. So I'm going to go into my account. I'll see that I've got $500 and some leftover funds in there. So what do I want to do now is I want to create a virtual card because I've got a roof inspector coming in the next 30 minutes, and he's going to want to get paid very quickly. So I need funds. So this payment came in just the right time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a virtual card to my account. So I'm going to create it here. Oops. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to attach that virtual card to the funds account. I'm going to call it Ed Kelly Roofer Payment. And I'm going to put in $500. I'm going to load this card. The card's loading. Now, so what the system's done is it's given me a virtual card number. It's given me a CVV. And it's also given me an expiration date. I can give to the roofer. He can put that in his Square or in his Stripe account and have access to those funds automatically. And then I can take the remainder of these funds and I can actually move them to my bank account, which I already have set up. I simply transfer funds from my payment account to my bank account. I hit continue. And let's say I want to put in the remainder of these funds, or $200. I'll click submit. Whoops. It even tells me I don't even have that much money in the account. So I'll hit submit, and those funds will go into the account once the ACH hits.
So in less than 1 minute, I was able to create a payment account for Ed and disperse $500 to him. I could have easily, through our batch mode, paid 1,000 people and created 1,000 accounts.
In under 2 minutes, I was able to get and receive funds and then transfer them to my bank account, also create and transfer funds to my virtual account.
Thank you, and please come by and visit our booth after the break.